the kitchen. It's Wellness Munch Out time! How you guys doing today? Happy Wellness Munch Out time. And today, what are we munching out on? We are munching out on some very delicious food that's high in protein and vitamins and minerals. Absolutely fantastic stuff. So what do we got? Let's stand like this so you guys can see what we got. We have a bowl that looks very unappetizing because I already cut it up and it looks gross. But it tastes delicious and it's great. What is it? 100% grass-fed beef, 1 pound. That's about 92 grams of protein. Organic lean, 93.7, right? $5.50 a pound at Aldi, usually on sale. Great. This is tuna steak. Tuna steak. So here is a full tuna steak in the pan. And this puppy right here, this little tuna steak, this big, 30 grams of protein. How about that? So we'll pop that in the bowl for sure. So we got 2 tuna steaks. Actually, wait, no, that's more than 30 grams, I'm sorry. 3 of them is 90 grams minus 3, 87 grams. 3 servings in a pack, and a pack only has 2 of those, right? So that's like 45 grams of protein right there, which is insane for the amount you have to eat, because we've had questions at Wend Wellness. You talk about these daily protein recommendations. It's so hard for me to get that amount of protein, especially from somebody who's tried intermittent fasting, right? It's extremely difficult. So this is an easy way to do it. You have fish, you have meat, but you don't skip on your other micronutrients, your leafy greens, your berries, things of that nature. So what do we got? Well, before we get into those, soluble fiber right here. Plenty of soluble fiber in the diet. Feed the gut bacteria, support digestion, right? Slow that digestion down, let the body absorb everything properly. No simple sugars. These are complex carbs. This is good stuff. The ingredients are long grain brown rice, red quinoa, garlic, extra virgin olive oil. It's great, right? Sea salt, no crap in it, right? No seed oils, no BS. So we'll just take a bunch of this and pour it on in. By the way, this took me probably 30 minutes with preparation and cooking. Not even, I would say. Probably 22 minutes. 22, good number. Probably 22 minutes. There we got a smoothie we made with these ingredients right here. Let's bring it in. Let's bring it in close and tight. And these ingredients right here. And oh, Shane, what is this, dude? Butter? Yeah, butter's fine. It's keto. You can have some butter. Just make sure it's good butter. All right? Natural. There ain't a little crap in it. You know, this is fine. Have a little bit of butter every day. I actually have a decent amount. I probably have like half a stick in a day with a meal between cooking, which I usually use avocado oil, you know, but or coconut oil, but typically avocado oil. But you know, don't be afraid to make some scallops and rice. Pour some hot melted butter on that. That's not your enemy. The sugar's your enemy, right? In terms of weight gain, so don't worry about that. A little bit of butter. And I don't think I eat a half stick a day, but you could and you'd be fine, right? Eat a decent amount. Blueberries. These are fantastic. Loaded with antioxidants, anthocyanins, pterostilbene. They're fantastic for you. We all know that. We've talked about blueberries many times. And these are frozen. They're not processed. Only ingredients. Organic blueberries. That's it, right? Fantastic. They can pick them when they're ripe, so they have a max amount of nutrition, right? Doesn't dwindle when they have to pick it 2 weeks early from Mexico and then ship it all the way here, or Peru, wherever they picked them from, and they need to ripen, and so, you know, they lose part of their nutrition, right? They lose their potency, I should say, right? As soon as like a few days after they're fully ripe, you know? So, let's get you guys a little further away. Yeah. What's up? How you guys doing today? Kefir! Not just any kefir, organic kefir. Straight from the pasteurized, fermented cow or goat of which it came. This is good stuff. Kefir is obviously full of probiotics, but also protein, right? So I like to think of it like this, because the question was, how do you meet the protein goal? So I figured we'd do a munch out and talk about everything, show you everything I ate. And I did fast about 20 hours today, right? And it was still feasible for me to meet the intake of about my body weight to 120% of my body weight. The big chunk was that meat, right? That accounted for like 90 to 180 grams of protein right there. just what I had, those 2 tuna steaks and that pound of beef. So that's fantastic. That's about 180, 179 grams, right? Then I have extra, just kind of add-in protein. I had 40 grams of BCAAs, muscle-building BCAAs, so I always have a good amount of BCAAs. It was like 91 milligrams a pound is the minimum everybody should be having every day in terms of promoting muscle growth. So maintaining lean mass, so food for thought. I think a 200-pound person was somewhere around like 20 grams at a minimum, right? So 40 is just fine, and that's a high-dose BCAA. You know, somebody doesn't typically take that; they'll take like 5 grams. You know, you don't have to take it all at once, but throughout the day, you know, it'll be good. Now, I had this, which had this 40 grams in a container. I had half. I had about another 20. So what? I was at 100, 180 from the meat, right? Is that what I said? I think. So figure we're at 200, right? And then you have this. We don't even count on this for protein, but there's another 11 grams. So just like that, 211. And we're not even counting the BCAAs yet, right? Spinach has almost none, but spinach is great. Full of micronutrients and fiber and anti-inflammatory, right? So I didn't skip the blueberries and the spinach. They're not here for protein. They're here for micronutrition and the fiber, right? So I included those in a smoothie that I had right after my workout. And what kind of protein did I use after the workout? You could use a whey protein isolate, pure whey protein isolate if you want. Isopure is a pretty good one. Just make sure it's pure whey protein isolate. You can get a bulk supplements, pure, you know, unflavored whey protein isolate, which is great. Just make sure there's no crap in it or that it's concentrate, right? But I use this. You know, typically I prefer food over anything, right? Now, food over supplements and you know, even over things in isolation. BCAAs are one of those exceptions I have every day, along with everything else, right? They don't account for the majority of my protein intake by any means, never, nor would they ever, right? This is yogurt, okay? This is yogurt that has no antibiotics and no hormones, and it's great. There's no added sugar in it, you know? So I had, probably 2 servings, 28 grams, we'll say 25. I'm at like, 235 grams or something like that. I weigh 230, you know? So perfect. That with the BCAAs, boom, I'm right there. And you know, I really didn't have to try, and I really didn't have to count. I'm just counting it now, you know? But I'm used to how much I need to eat. I listen to my body. I know how I feel. I know when I feel right, and I know what my goal is. So there was a time where I counted, and I saw, okay, this is about to add up, right? This seems right. But yeah, fish is a great way to go. And these tuna steaks, man, these things are a cheat code in terms of the protein. Holy crap, not to mention you get your omega-3s, right? And a lot of vitamins and minerals, and you know, those 2 little things, 90 grams, boom, just like that. So that's what we got for you guys today. That's our munch out. We're gonna go eat all of it before it gets cold. We already ate this. We just took it back out of the fridge and freezer so we can show you exactly what it was. But you guys try it. It was fantastic. Who do we got out here? Let's say hello to my friends. And then we're going to eat. HB Moore, Arlett, Katie Mann, Journey Ma, what's up? My mom got me that kefir. That's right, you did. My beautiful, awesome mama. Hooking it up. Always. You're the best. I appreciate you. Josh Winter, Carrie Boris. Where'd you get that kefir? Marias, Dread Blood Moon. Seamus's dad, how you doing? Samuel, W Tang, Wu Tang, Wu Tang. I don't know if it's for Wu Tang. Hope so. Esteban Bedoya, Das 4371 is here once again. Thank you for supporting. Tusor, Josh Nurse, 2B. What's up? Nice to see you on again. Favorite King, App State Jag, and the first one of the day, Jonathan Lindsay. This was for you, my friend. Thank you for hopping on. Thank you for supporting Wend Wellness, and thank you for supporting yourself. Try this meal. It was absolutely fantastic. Have a great rest of your night, because that's all we got for you, folks. We'll see you tomorrow, baby. Not sure where, not sure when, but we'll see you then. Have a fantastic one. Thanks so much. Happy Wend Wellness. Ciao.